Man, nobody wants to score any points in this Tennessee-Texas A&M game. Tennessee can't score any points because they're not capable. Texas A&M's not even trying. It's 10-7 at halftime of the Tennessee-Texas A&M game. We're going to talk about it. Texas A&M, though. Tennessee had the ball. It was fourth down. They come out to punt it. Texas A&M's got 3 timeouts left. There was like a minute 10, minute 15 to go. Texas A&M doesn't call a timeout. So, of course, Tennessee's happy to just let the clock tick, 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 tick. They punt the ball with 1 second to go on the play clock. Texas A&M then gets the ball first and 10 with only 45 seconds to go. They had 3 timeouts. They could have used one. So, first and 10 with 45 seconds to go instead of first and 10 with a minute 10 to go. What do? They come out and they take a knee 2 or 3 times and go into the locker room. Way too conservative. Entirely too conservative. You just don't win games on the road. You don't win close, hard-fought games on the road being that damn conservative. So I don't know what was going on at the end of the half there with Texas A&M. That was horrendous. Speaking of horrendous, though, that gimmick offense just ain't gimmicking no mo, is it, Tennessee, man? No, it's not. Joe Milton is an absolute can of corn. He's 6 of 11 for 38 yards in an entire half of football in 2023. That's so bad. That's so bad. Jalen Milroe is using Joe Milton's stat line as proof that Milroe's not as bad as people say he is. That's how bad it is. Like Jalen Milroe is looking at Joe Milton's stat line and going, "Whoa, that guy ain't no good." What is going on? 6 of 11 for 38 yards? I mean, I know Tennessee is a running team, but Jesus Christ, 38 yards passing in an entire half of football in 2023? As a Georgia fan, I can't relate to that. Carson Beck's like 4th in the country in pass yards. What is going on? Now, you're running the ball good, 126 yards rushing in the first half. Jalen Wright with 78 yards. Jabari Small about 35 yards. But can Tennessee win this game with Joe Milton completing 50% of his passes for 38 yards in the first half? I don't know. They might can because Texas A&M's not even... See, Tennessee's trying. They're just not any good. Texas A&M's is not even trying. The end of that first half for Texas A&M, if I was a Texas A&M fan, I would be so damn pissed off at Jimbo Fisher or Bobby Petrino or whoever the hell's idea it was to do absolutely nothing at the end of the first half when you could have got the ball back with like a minute 10, a minute 15 to go in a close game. Texas A&M's up 10-7 here. Each team has one possession where they drove all the way down the field into the other team's red zone, and then instead of kicking the field goal, they go for it on 4th down. Neither team got it. So both teams have a turnover on downs deep in the opposing team's territory, and this is just a dried-up, boring-ass game here, but my God, Tennessee, 7 points and 38 yards passing in the first half of football. It's a good thing you idiots checkered kneeling. What are y'all... No wonder you're 2-4 in these games. Tennessee is 2-4 when they checker kneeling. No wonder. 38 yards passing in an entire half of football. Joe Milton's going to pick up right where Hendon Hooker left off. We don't need Jalen White and Hendon. Yeah, you do. You do. The players you lost last year are way better than the players you had coming back this year. My God, you're not Georgia or Bama or Ohio State, one of these teams that recruits in the top 5 every single year and just can replace high-caliber players. You're not that. You haven't been that the entire time the internet has existed for the most part. Jesus, 25 years since you've even won the SEC. Watching the first half of this game, it's no wonder why. Florida and South Carolina are caught in a close game here. 21 apiece, 36 seconds to go until halftime. In this one, Florida does have the ball down in the red zone, so they may come away 3rd and 15. They may come away with some points here at the end of the first half. Texas A&M, you see how Florida got the ball at the end of the first half, but still tried to do something offensively? Amazing. And look, it's going to pay off because now they're going to end up at least getting a field goal. 27, 26, 25. They're out of timeouts. Here comes the field goal crew. So, see how Florida got the ball at the end of the first half in a close game on the road and said, well, we could take a knee for no fucking reason at all because we're giant pussies who don't want to do anything offensively. Or we can actually try to win the fucking game by playing offense and going down and doing something at the end of the first half. And what do you fucking know? It worked. And they get a field goal. You see how that works? Jimbo? Washington and Oregon, another great game going on here. This one's weird too because both teams are doing 2-point conversions for no reason. Oregon scored. Now Oregon's been doing 2-point conversions for no reason in the first quarter for 25 years. They did it again. So they start out, there's 8 points instead of 7. So then Washington's losing 8-7. Then Washington's losing 15-14. Finally, Washington said, fuck it. The third time Washington scored, they went for 2. They got it. So now they've got 22 points. Oregon's got 18 because they got 2 touchdowns, 1 2-point conversion. That's 15. Then a field goal. That's 18. But both of these teams are actually trying to score points too offensively. Watching these 2 games over here, Florida, South Carolina, and Oregon, Washington, if I didn't know any better, I would think the way you win games is by scoring more than your opponent. But if I was to watch this Tennessee versus Texas A&M game, I would think the way you win this game is by going 6 of 11 passing for 30 yards and by doing absolutely nothing offensively at the end of the first half if you're a visiting team and you've got 3 fucking timeouts in 45 seconds, and instead of doing anything, you basically take the football and shove it up your ass like the reverse of a hatched egg and do absolutely nothing. Jimbo Fisher and Texas A&M probably deserve to lose this game based just off the ending of the first half alone. Unfortunately for Texas A&M, they're playing the bad news bears of the college football world, the Tennessee Vols, who no matter how hard their fans try, they just can't get out of their own way. Gimmicks University, 38 yards passing in the first half. Checker Nealon, you're 2-4. Can you improve to 3-4, or will you fall to 2-5 in the Checker Nealon Gimmicks? I don't know, but I'll let you know when the game ends. Have a great day.